Hey guys, welcome back! Following the worldwide success of Motocross Madness 1 and 2 exclusively on the PC and a few years later, in 2004, MX Unleashed for the original Xbox and PS2, Rainbow Studios brought us in 2005 MX vs ATV Unleashed. Firstly on the PS2 and Xbox, it eventually came out 1 year later in 2006 for the PC, but this time around with an awesome track editor. This will be my main focus in this video, cause all the other racing stuff is already covered all over the internet. The creators of this great title saw the overwhelming reception of both Motocross Madness games and the huge fan base created around them, and felt the urgent need to replicate that success on the PC all over again. To make it even more irresistible to the fans, Rainbow Studios decided to include on the same disc and only on the PC version a friendly track editor. I won't be showing here how to create tracks or something like that. It's just a quick look at some of the great stuff that fans can do with that awesome tool. The game features an extensive single-player career that you can complete using motocross bikes and ATVs. There are also other types of unlockable vehicles available to take out for a spin, like for instance golf carts, monster trucks, trophy trucks, off-road buggies, sand rails, biplanes and even helicopters. These last two types are extremely difficult to control, so I advise you to stick with the off-road stuff. It's so much fun. As for the controls, you can use the keyboard and remap it to whatever best suits your preferences. But the best controller around that you should use is, with no doubt, the Xbox 360 controller for Windows. As usually in this franchise, you can pull off some tricks whilst in the air to get extra points. Use those on the store to grab some new rides and gear, besides other great stuff. I simply hate stadium events, but love these outdoor nationals. It's here where all the fun begins. Those natural elevations and bumps are so damned enjoyable to ride. Remember to use the clutch at the start of the races and in those tight hairpin turns. That way you can maintain your momentum with short bursts of speed. Another important move you can make to stay ahead of the pack is the suspension preload for the jumps. Learn how and when you should use it and you'll certainly start winning races. The soundtrack can be switched off, but there's some nice licensed music from, for example, Nickelback and Papa Roach that really fits into the action. As for the sound effects, those were taken from real-life vehicles and they sound really good. But none of this is that relevant. What really matters are those hundreds or even thousands of user-made tracks. The main source for these files was, until recently, mcmfactory.com, that unfortunately closed its doors. Now, the only and relevant website that has all this good stuff for the MX vs ATV series, tracks, riding gear and bike skins is mxmaniacs.com. MX vs ATV Unleashed is also one hell of a good and enjoyable game to play with your friends over network, and with all these user-made tracks you'll be fighting for first place for quite a while. Graphics could be better, with mud and dust covering the bike, but the fun factor present in this game is huge and makes us forget those tiny little things. And this wraps it up for this not so retro review of one of the greatest motocross games ever. Feel free to check my other videos, cause I cover a lot of different stuff over a bunch of different systems. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next week.